Okay, let's proceed with analysis for Bitcoin. We haven't been issuing Bitcoin analysis for a few days, but that doesn't mean that the previous charts are not playing out, guys. So it's just a perfect example how good Bitcoin is following the technical analysis lately. My observation is that the more time goes by, the more technical Bitcoin becomes, the more mature the market becomes, and the better Bitcoin is respecting various technical analysis levels. So right now, what do we have for BTC on a lower time frame is this beautiful chart that it's playing out just to perfection. I drew this range for Bitcoin in the middle of May, and it's been respecting all those levels so far. So what we have here, that's the middle of the range EQ. It's around $9,300. That supply zone that I marked the last month, and recently, since it was broken, of course the most logical thing is for the supply zone to turn into a new demand zone. So after this nuke over here, what really happened is that, just a second, what really happened is that the price just touched this zone with a wick. Of course, this is on Bybit exchange, guys, and as you know, AlphaTradeZone is trading on Bybit. You may also join us here with the invitation link below. And the reason for this, of course, is the very good liquidity and the lack of those scam wicks that, for example, we have on BitMEX. You remember that at the time of this dump occurred, the wick on BitMEX hit 8,600 levels, whereas the wick on Bybit only hit this range EQ, and this enables us to make much more accurate technical analysis and much more accurate predictions on what the price of Bitcoin is going to do next. So since I call this price action in the yellow box over here range deviation, because the price basically deviated from this range over here and dumped back inside, the moment that I notice that price is jumping from the range EQ 9,300, I was really bullish on Bitcoin and I was expecting for further upside to continue. That's an area that we have been longing Bitcoin. I decided to long around here. I fired up an update to the premium group to start longing Bitcoin at around 9,470. That's the level we're going. We went long on BTC. It's around this level over here. So price continued to go up, and what we recently see, since I'm using this indicator quite often, that's the monthly volume weighted average price. So that price is floating currently around 9,730. The price managed to break above it and it's currently finding support above this level. So this makes me believe, I drew it earlier today in the public group, that this makes me to believe that the price is going to keep going up, keep pushing up until it reaches that range top over here. So for me, this is going to be the short-term target for Bitcoin. It's around $9,970. I'm really expecting, as you can see, the price is even pushing upwards right now. So this is my prediction. I'm currently longing Bitcoin and I'm expecting for it to reach at least that level. On higher time frames, nothing really changed for BTC. It's still respecting the old range. Let me switch to the weekly chart I've drawn on BitMEX. I'm gonna show you guys, that's the old chart. If you've been following our videos, you're pretty much familiar with that chart. It's just been following it since a very long time. So very critical levels, let me turn it off. Very critical levels for Bitcoin are now that equal high levels that have concentrated a big amount of liquidity over here. they are sitting at around $10,600. So for now, I'm expecting the price to keep consolidating around this area. It's a supply zone over here. That supply zone. It's been hit 3 times already, but I expect for the price to keep consolidating around this zone for quite a bit more time before breaking it eventually. It's going to turn, once that zone is broken, it's going to turn again like the previous chart. Is going to turn from supply zone into demand zone. So that's one of the reasons I've drawn this squiggly line like this, because I expect after the price breaks up, I expect the price to return to that zone and retest it from above. This time it's going to act as a powerful demand zone, and that's going to be the trigger for the last leg up, because I'm also expecting for the price to hit above 11k levels. That's about Bitcoin for now. There hasn't been much action, and there has been much change in our analysis and predictions. Going to explain what is happening to the dominance BTC dominance chart. We're going to do a quick Bitcoin analysis. We're going to see, is the alt season going to continue? Is the alt season going to stop? And also I'm going to make a quick analysis on a few altcoins. So stay tuned and let's begin. As you know guys, AlphaTradeZone is trading on Bybit exchange. So if you're still not trading there, I would highly recommend you to do so, because a few factors. First of all, you'll be eligible of a nice bonus, welcome bonus of up to $200, and of course you will be able to enjoy the very good liquidity over there on Bybit exchange. It's on par with Binance, and of course be able to use the huge smartphone application that enables you to do very good trades. So once again guys, join us on Bybit. You will be able to join us following the quick link on your screen. I'll be waiting for you there. So what we have from the dominance chart, as you probably, if you have been following our updates guys, you probably already know how good they're playing out. So the last update we had was at May 24th. I've been predicting that the dominance is going to have a quick spike from this pink line after touching this pink line on the chart, the horizontal line. And what actually happened is that we had a spike in dominance up to 67-68%, but after that, just as it's indicated on the chart on this squiggly line, it's still keeping to go down. A very important area for the Bitcoin dominance I'm looking at is around 64% Bitcoin dominance. So all in all, from the current situation, I still expect the Bitcoin dominance to keep falling, because as what we can notice guys over here is that this pink line, this very important support line, has been broken, and we are currently retesting this line from below. And if this test is successful for the bears of the dominance, it's just going to continue going down. What we have here is a small demand zone. I'm going to mark it on the chart. It's right here. So this is an area where we could where we should look for possible reversal zone. But until the dominance basically hits that area, I will be very bullish on altcoins. You guys know we've been bullish on altcoins for a very long time already, probably 2 or 3 months, and right now all the updates that we've been providing are just coming through. So this is it for now for the Bitcoin dominance. It means that we are still going to be bullish on altcoins. Another altcoin that I've been watching closely during the past 2 months is Ethereum. Ethereum has completed 2 very big liquidity pools over here, the one to the left and the one in the middle of this beautiful chart for Ethereum. Those liquidity zones indicate that once the price reaches them, for example this one over here, and nears those equal high levels, there's high chance for it to break up, because many people have put their stop loss orders around this level. So once the price nears that level, it's going to start collecting liquidity from those stop loss orders. That will likely be the fuel for further upside on the Ethereum BTC pair. So you notice, guys, this is nothing new. Ethereum BTC bounced from that daily demand level. It was consolidating for a while around that huge breaker, but once it broke out, it's now consolidating around this supply zone and resistance level. Let me just mark it on the chart so it's more visible to you. That's a very big supply zone now for Ethereum. So we can expect that it will move for quite some time around this zone over here, but once it breaks, it should be a powerful break to the upside for Ethereum. So once that level is broken, we are to expect for the price to hit and challenge those 2 weeks. This one, this level over here, actually 3 levels, and that extreme swing high over here. So those levels are to be expected for Ethereum BTC to challenge, and probably it will break above this level. So after that happens, I would reevaluate the position, because the probability of a bigger dip is going to increase once that happens. Let's switch the chart. Let's just remove this since it's our call for the premium group. So this is it for Litecoin. I've drew some charts. There is a market structure that is really similar, and it's repeating 2 times already. It's around here between November and December last year, and here for the spring between February and May this year we formed a similar structure. And I suspect that the reason for the price to dump to this all-time low levels is that many people notice the similarity between those 2 areas of the chart, and they tried along this area around here. They thought that this consolidation will be a support, but that's not really what happened, because when many people long a certain area, like it was the case over here, they create a downside liquidity, and that's exactly what the price did. The price collected the liquidity all the way down to 4,446 Satoshi, and then started to consolidate a bit. By the way, this structure over here to me looks like an inverse head and shoulders. Guys, I'm not a person who is very passionate pattern trader, because I don't really believe that patterns have high probability of playing out. But that inverse head and shoulders is just, I just noticed it. Sorry, that inverse head and shoulders is very close to perfect. Let me just show you. There is one shoulder, that's the head, another shoulder, it's breaking up, it's coming back down to retest the neckline of the head and shoulders, and as you notice, it has bounced so far. So I'm pretty positive on Litecoin for the time being, and I think it's going to do something like this. What we have here on this zone is a bunch of liquidity orders of many people who have started short positions, and they've placed their stop loss orders around those weeks, around here, around here, around here. I bet a lot of stop losses are placed around here. So we have those little highs over here. Basically all the entire range over here is saturated with stop loss orders for people who have taken short positions on Litecoin. That would fuel further upside for this coin, but I don't really have many more arguments for the bulls besides of that. However, it's still not too shabby. Inverse head and shoulders, that's a bullish reversal pattern. Break above trend line, retest from above, successful. This is bullish retest. Bunch of liquidity for buy side around here in this zone. So all the stars are aligning into positive forecast for further Litecoin price, bullish price action. So for BAT, I've been monitoring this coin since many months. This was the first time I started actively trading this coin by issuing signals even for the premium group. So we managed to enter this coin around this level, 2200 Satoshi. It's been going up since we entered, and this is something that's really interesting about BAT. It's this level around here, because as you will now notice, the price has been rejecting from this level for 4 consecutive times already. Here I will mark it out for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 times rejected already, 5 times rejected already. Now is the 6th time, and as you notice, price is consolidating right below this level of resistance. But as you all know, the more times a resistance or support level is tested, the higher probability for the price to break above this level and keep pushing upwards. So this is what I'm expecting for basic attention token to do. I'm expecting it to break this level of resistance and keep going up, and this is in alignment with the rest of our analysis. As we began in this video to predict that the Bitcoin dominance is going to keep falling down, so this is in the same direction like the prediction for basic attention token. Targets, short-term targets for basic attention token are around this swing high extreme, around 2700 and above that level. So let's go to the other altcoin. I want to shed some light into the chart. It's going to be Litecoin. So thank you guys so much for staying with us throughout the whole analysis. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel in YouTube, and of course, if you're still not trading on Bybit with AlphaTradeZone, you have the chance to do so at bybit.com/a/atz. Thank you, and see you in the next video.